There you go, guys. Well, I have pretty much got these back guards pretty close back to where they should be. I don't think I'm going to lean on them too much more. They're not bad. They're probably within, well, the basic level of where that wheel arch is now. It's probably within, I'm saying 5 to 10. It's a little bit sunken in, like below that petrol cap. So I've got to work on that and just bring that out a little bit. We've got a little bit of panel damage in here where when I was pushing on it, the block twisted and it's forced this in a little bit, as you can see. It's got a bit of a dip in there now. So I'm gonna have to maybe I can get a bit of steel down in there, but I need a stronger piece and see if I can work that back out, or I might have to, when I come to panel beating and fixing some rust, I might have to tack a couple of washers on there and just give it a wee pull. But apart from that, like, I'm pretty happy now. Like, they're miles better than they were before. Like, you know, like I'm pretty sure like they would have been at least, it would have been over an inch. Over an inch. Like, I'm probably saying, I think an inch and a half would probably be too far, but it wouldn't have been far off that. I reckon they were out along this line. Like this slip's meant to be like that. As you can see, like the front one's the same. It's basically meant to be like that. The lip of that needs tidied up, like it needs straightened up a little bit. But like it's buckets and bucket loads better than it was. I can live with a little bit of a hump in there. If I might have another go at some point when I get in a little bit closer to, like getting some of the rust spots, repaired and bits and pieces like that. I might have another wee go and give it a wee tweak, but I'm pretty bloody happy. I did actually have the jack in there, and I just was pushing on that a little bit before and just going around with my hammer and dolly. I can't actually find a bloody flat dolly. I think the little fella's run away with it somewhere. It might be inside. And I was just trying to get in weed. I was just pushing on that a bit, and springing it out and just trying to see if I can. I was just trying to, see if I can get it to hold out with a wee bit of dolly work, and I was just dollying down below the line there on the bottom of this guard. That was actually where are we? It's actually pushed in there. I brought that out quite a lot. I don't know, it just was pushed in there. I don't know whether somebody had pushed it in or whether it's had a rub down there or something like that at some stage early on. But I've straightened that out pretty good. Just having a beer. This guard's, it's about the same. The other one, it's probably looks a little bit tighter because it's not quite as damaged initially, except for like in the front where that door's pushed in. I've still got to straighten that out, but like this is, this guard wasn't out as anywhere near as far as the other side, but it was still, a good inch, 25 mil out. So like I've got that pretty close too. Like, that's within, I'd say, like somewhere between 5 to 10 mil out now, which is, like, it's pretty livable. Like, it's not going to be 100% perfect, with a little bit of filler, and just smooth it out a little bit. Like, you're going to see it, but it's not going to really stand out, not like it did before. And like same with the other side. Like, I might have another wee go later on when I've fixed a few more little bits and pieces, like little spots of rust. Like, I haven't even dived into the bottom of this guard yet. Like, I'm pretty sure this bottom of this guard's going to be similar to the other one. But yeah, like, I think, it's pretty livable now. Like, looking down this one, like, you can see that it's nowhere near out where it was. Like, it's pretty good. Like, if you're a real fussy perfectionist, you might go, but geez, it's buckets and buckets ahead of where it was before. So, like, little bit of work, and get to the point where you're starting to get into your final sand and final prep ready for paint. Like it's going to be pretty good. For an everyday, for an everyday, like just nice tidy, old school sort of street machine muscle car, whatever you want to call it. Like it's basically muscle car area. Okay, it's not a two-door, but like it's gonna be good tidy, solid car, and I'm pretty happy with that now. Those guards are way in. So this one will straighten up pretty good. Get that dint out, get that bit out around the petrol cap, filler cap, add a wee bit more, and a bit of filler, straighten up a few little bits and pieces, and it's going to be leaps ahead of where it was. So that's where we're at here. And I haven't done anything else with the transmission yet. Like it's still Saturday. I might do a little bit more tomorrow, and start working on something else and try and sort of do a little bit more on something. Might pedal beat a little bit more. I may even have a look at this front guard. There's a bit of filler in there. If you're feeling behind, it actually feels quite thick in this front corner. It's at a knock at some stage, so I might grind that out and dolly that out a bit better, so there's a lot less filler in it. Like I'm not a perfectionist or professional panel beater, so like it's not going to be super perfect. Like I'm not one of these people that can dolly things, so they're perfectly flat and straight, but I'll get it pretty good, so there's very minimal filler in there. So I might maybe have a go out there tomorrow. So I'm getting closer and closer, ready for getting ready for paint. Still gotta fix that. Still gotta open these up, mate. I'm gonna fix that first, and then we'll cut the pieces out down the bottom, and we'll repair that. But I don't want to cut too much out of here before I get that strengthened up, and then I'll cut one of the bottom ones out, and I'll strengthen that up, and then I'll do front or back first, whatever, doesn't matter. And there's a little hole on the top here, like that's minor. Like that's going to need a small repair. Same on the other side on the top. It's going to need the same treatment, and I don't think there's much rust at the back of the edge of this guard. But I know there's a little bit of filler that's poking through on the inside of that, on the bottom of the guard too. So it's all these little things. There's possibly a little bit of rust in the front corner of that. And I reckon there's a wee bit in the back corner. Looking from the inside, you can't really see it. There's a few minor pinholes right at the bottom of the door there, a little bit there. So it's not huge fixes, just little ones. Probably the worst thing was getting these guards straightened out, and that other front guard's probably the worst. Alrighty guys, we'll leave it for now, and hopefully my transpits will arrive next week, and we'll show you something we're doing there.